In only their fourth season in the AFL, the West Coast Eagles made history in 1991, becoming the first side in the competition to reach a grand final in under 5 years since inception. It would also be the only grand final played at Waverley and not at the MCG. Despite finishing 3 games clear on top of the ladder and bursting out of the gates, booting the first 4 goals of the game, boys failed to bring the Premiership Cup home to WA. But they certainly paved the way for future success.
I think a lot of our supporters thought good enough effort, but the players, the coaching staff, all of us involved with the club at that stage were bitterly disappointed, and actually a lot of us were quite angry because we just hadn't achieved what we'd set out to do.
Yeah, I think 91 was really disappointing because I firmly believe we were best side. We just didn't peak at the right time. You can't take these things for granted. Once you're in a grand final, you have to win it because you never know what injuries are going to strike and so forth. So yeah, it was gut-wrenching, really gut-wrenching. I think for probably some of our older players as well who were thinking, well, this is my last opportunity. As a young buck, you think, yeah, no, I'm going to be there again. I'm going to push to make sure we are. But yeah, the reality is that a lot of people don't get there again.
Man, let's face it, we had a very inexperienced group. When you talk of the likes of Jakovich and McIntosh and so on, who were only a couple of years into their AFL careers, to lose that game certainly was something I think that we all learned a hell of a lot from.
I got KO'd. I think it was one of the Deer boys. I got knocked out, but it was one of those things again. We should have won the game. We're the favourites to win that game. And after the game, all the Hawthorn greats of Dermott and Dipper and that came across and said, your time will come.
I think Dermott Brereton said it, we were the best team throughout the year, but we weren't the best team on the day, and that's, he summed it up beautifully, really.
Yeah, the feeling was disappointing because I think we were the best performed team over the course of the whole year, but when it counted, the real strong bodies and the real experience that Hawthorn had over us was just way too much. And you never know if you're going to get back there, but we had a great squad, and I was confident that we were going to have more good years in front of us. So whether that meant a flag would come, you don't know, but it was like, well, again, that's out of the way. Let's keep this team up and going and be the best team in the competition and over a long period. And hopefully that will mean we get another crack at another grand final.